Hi people, it's Obin again from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm so glad to be on show 50 of our 100 Mondays show. Um, is a big privilege for me to be on this platform since last year, and we are still. It's a good thing we are keeping it real since then. So I'm glad to be on this show. And thanks again for following our programs. Um, will I say from the first edition of it. So I'm grateful for everything. So today I'm going to touch on a few things. Okay, I'll have to start with the art scene in Lagos, Nigeria. Um, I'll say it's booming. It's booming with the presence of Nike Art Gallery here in Nigeria, as in even aside Nike Art Gallery, there are big galleries all over Lagos, and um, it really attracts a lot of will I say tourists to to those galleries, and I think the Lekki art market as well. So um, the art market, I would just say generally is booming, but it's always a struggle for people like myself who are just starting off. So but we're still in Lagos, so we're hoping to make it big someday. So I'll go over to the next, which is okay, the people who influence my style of art. Okay, I'll say my style of art. I okay before I did the first one, I have this friend Abinoro Collins Aborode who um, he's a very close friend, and he's very good with his sketches, and I'm not as good as he is. So um, I learned a lot from him. Actually, he was the one who taught me how to weld and how to make so many of the things I do these days. So um, okay, while I was studying his drawings, I was able to um, I was able to okay, instead of doing the drawings in particular, instead of sticking to learning how to do the lines, I ended up getting this concept of doing instead of doing the drawings, I decided to transfer it to my sculptures. So instead of doing the drawings, I'm having wires inform wires, as in I'll make sculptures out of wires. So it, let's say for the concept itself, for the style itself, I think I'll have to give him credit for that, because the drawings were so nice and perfect that I really wanted to draw that way, but I ended up sculpting to the resemblance of his drawings. And okay, that's Collins Abinoro. So the next person on my list will be Steve Ekpenisi. He's one of the biggest sculptors here in Nigeria. So maybe you guys can just go and check out his works. The guy is very good. So I have Collins, I have Stephen Ekpenisi, and the third I would say Darius Hulier. Darius Hulier is also a wire sculptor. So I think um that should be my will I say I look up to him. So uh, for people who influence my art, I have Collins Abinoro, Steve Ebenisi, and Darius Fulio. So let me move over to the next, which has to do with my choice of subjects, which relates to women. So I I grew up in a family of four. Um, that's three ladies and myself, and I've always been with women all my life. And even in the area I stay in a low cost area. Uh, you're never short of um, women, both the ones making it and the ones struggling to make it. So all kinds of women with all sorts of problems and all sorts of achievements, all levels of achievements. So I have all these people around. So I think I always there's always something to talk about women. So I I easily get ideas of what to work on when I have these people around. So that's it. Thanks for thanks for your time. I'm so grateful to be on this show again. And once again, I want to thank Crystal Jordan and the Atma Moves team for everything. Good night. Hi everyone. Good morning. It's Obi Nadile from Lagos, Nigeria again. It's been a long time since I did this, and actually I've been struggling to make videos of late. Why? Because I've not been doing much of my sculptures. Why? Because I I've been finding it difficult to get my materials. I don't really have much funds at the moment to do that. So I've been struggling to get back to the sculpture studio. But I hope um to have a couple of new works soon. Actually, the COVID-19 has made this year very difficult, and things are things are just very difficult for us. And as a as an artist, is more difficult. Why? Because you have to struggle to buy the materials, you struggle to make sales, and now people have different priorities. So I think you can only you, um, you can only purchase works when you're comfortable, when not when you're still struggling to it. So it makes the whole thing very difficult for us. So since last time I made a video, we've had a couple of things happening all over the world, and in Nigeria in particular. You have to we're able to experience the NSAS protest, which started from the 1st of October here. The NSAS protest is just about the police brutality. The I think it might not just be the police in particular, but the police and the military. They always have a way of um, um, will I say they oppress civilians. So they always make things difficult for people in most occasions. You see the way they handle issues, they beat you up and they tell you that there's nothing you can do about it. So it is I think the protest itself is not really out of place for me. So in the process of doing that, the protest generally um, I think the state of the nation still who currently will always be 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 a thing to talk about here. So decided to just make the protest general, including bad governance in the whole thing. So that made it more, um, will I say, less peaceful than it was supposed to be. So um, we had issues where we had the military shooting at the protesters, unarmed protesters, as at the point they were shot, they had flags of the nation in their hands, and they were chanting the national anthem while they were shot. So I think I don't know. I just hope all of that whoever lost their lives in that protest will not their lives will not just go in vain. I just hope there's something the federal government of Nigeria can just do to fix that and give us a better life. We always have a way of complaining of Nigerians being scammers all over the every single time we're just complaining about Nigerians. But I think some of these people, everybody is not safe. I'm trying to justify their um will I say their actions, the action of those scammers. I'm not trying to justify that, but you have some of these people who went through schools, and you can't even get a decent job to take care of yourself, or at least take care of yourself. Let, let me just leave the good out of it. At least they can't even get a decent job to take care of themselves, and So sometimes it can be frustrating, and the way I take things is not exactly the way someone else would take it. So it's been very difficult here, and the protest was able to happen. I just hope something can be done about it. So I just I just had to do this. I'm glad to know that I think the COVID situation is easing up over there, and you are all safe till now. So you just something to thank God for. So I'll be having new works of in the coming weeks. So let's hope for the best. Thanks for your time. Bye.